We'll get going. Hey everyone, good evening. Dr. Stacy here. So excited to share information with you about our business opportunity with LifeWave. So we're going to continue our theme from last week. That was a huge success, I would say. Mikey is still going through the Jot form to verify everyone. There were 240 people that entered their social media post from last week. I know. So she's just double checking because some people did it multiple times. So that's why she's like, let me sift and sort. And she's in Portugal right now. So we're working with a 6 hour time difference between she and I trying to coordinate all of that. So she'll have that finished, she said, by tomorrow. So then we'll work on, I'll send you guys, because some people were like, did you get mine? I didn't get an email notification. And I don't get the notifications. They go to her email because you don't know how many Jot forms I have right now. If I got all the emails just from this week alone, I would probably have about 1,500 emails coming in from Jot form notifications for all kinds of stuff. We've got 350 people said they're coming to conference so far on the Jot form, and then I've got all kinds of other little stuff going on top of the promos. So if you are not for sure yet, I mean, you can always send me a quick message and I can check. Just please don't message Mikey, but send me a message and say, hey, did you get my entry on Jot form? Because you guys know there's deadlines for those. There's deadlines for a reason. Because here we are Wednesday, ready to pop up another one. So deadlines, just like LifeWave, the deadline is the deadline is the deadline is the deadline. And I know the dog ate the homework and the cat ate the cord to the phone and, yada, 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 cell service, whatever. I don't know. But I have to just go by that. So then that way I keep my sanity and so does Mikey and we're moving forward. Because this was a fast 6 weeks of promotions. I can't believe that. 6 weeks leading up to conference, and we're wrapping that up with our last promotion tonight that I'll be talking about in a minute. And then, of course, I'll be sharing with you what we're going to be doing next Wednesday, which will culminate all of it into one big, massive thing before we head off to convention in Anaheim. Or maybe you're not going for some reason and you're going to watch it virtually, which would be incredible as well, too. So, with that being said, last week, like I said, was a huge success with the social media. I think you guys realized no one died last week from posting on social media. No one, passed out or had an aneurysm or anything like that because they shared to their Facebook or to their Instagram. And so that was really good to see. And it also, what I thought was really great for me, just some people, not everyone gives feedback, of course, but some people were like, I didn't realize how easy this was, or I didn't realize how simple this was. And I think I've been making it too difficult. And I've actually got people interacting. People are communicating with me. People are interested, and I've never even haven't talked to these people about LifeWave yet. What do I say? I said, well, there's that hook. And then there was the DM. And so then, of course, the question became, well, if they DM me, I DM them, and then they want more information, what do I say? And that's why it's really important to be working with your uplines to make sure that they're helping you on this as well, too, because we, of course, want to make sure you get the answers that you want. Like tonight, I had somebody message me, okay, so someone has PCOS and wants to lose weight. What do I say? So I go into my ChatGPT LifeWave Assistant and I copy and paste that. And so it spits out. I said, well, give me the information on X39, Eon, and SP6 because I know those are the ones that are going to be the best. And I said, make me a graphic for it and then a PDF with the information. And it was like boom, 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 and just shot it back to her in a message. So instead of just saying X39, SP6, and Eon, I just had AI create that for me in 2 seconds. Now, maybe that's not your strong suit yet. Kind of remember way back when we didn't have internet and you were like, oh no, I'm not doing the AOL dial-up. Do you guys remember that? Yeah, anyway, and then you did. And then you figured it out. And you're all here online right now. And you have some type of online internet service, right? So you'll figure it out. It's totally fine. It's not going away. It won't come into your home and take you in the middle of the night. We're just talking about ways to be able to help people learn and educate them and share information with them. And so we definitely have the ability to do that with AI. So utilize your upline. We have tools. We have PDFs. We have videos we can share. We have Telegram. Instagram, things like that, testimonial. So you have lots of resources. Just plug into us. We'll help. So tonight I'm going to continue with that social media theme. I've got some new things I'm going to share with you in this quick PowerPoint. And of course, I have it in a PDF. I'll be uploading it to the team page as soon as we're done here. But I wanted to show you what we're going to do when it comes to what the promotion is for this week. So let me get my little graphic open here. Where's that little guy? I wonder if he is he not merging right now? Where's my little doodad at? You know what a doodad is, right? You guys know what that is. Those are just things you really don't know what they are, but they are important. They're doodads. And doodads are supposed to be where you need them when you need them. Right? All the technology, all the things. And you know what, too? All the things, all the technology, but I also spent the morning at an in-person networking event. So it doesn't have to be all the technology for all the things. And got 3 fantastic new contacts. So it definitely doesn't have to be that. All right, let me unplug my phone real quick because I think it's not happy that I'm plugged in. I have something really cool I'm going to share with you guys too here in just a little bit when it comes to screen sharing. I learned, oh, now my phone really just wants to do this all the time. I learned how to screen share, which is crazy. Mirror my phone. I've never been able to do that before. And I thought about it last week when we were Zooming, and I was like, I need to mirror my phone so I can share some stuff. And then I didn't know how to do it. So I asked ChatGPT at 7:30 tonight, how do I mirror my phone? So here we go. We're not going to mirror real quick, but I want to show you what the promotion is. So then you may maybe like, okay, she's done rambling. Let's just get to it. And you might be a little bit more excited. Okay, so starting tomorrow, which is the 9th, we're going to post once a day for 4 consecutive days. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You will not get the jot form until Sunday. I will blast that out Sunday through Project Broadcast to all the managers and above. Your senior directors and above will have the link. I will put it in the team page on Sunday morning, probably actually Saturday night. It'll go live Sunday morning. The reason why I'm not going to do that, because this is why it's taking too long, because so many people tried to enter their jot forms on Thursday and on Friday and on Saturday and on Sunday, and then they turned around and did it again and again and again. And so Mikey's like, there's multiple of all these people, and that's not normally how it is. So I think there was some confusion. Totally fine. We understand. But know that this form is going to be live on Sunday. So here's what's going to happen. All of you that do the post, which again, no one passed away last week doing them, so you all know you're safe. You can do it again. You can do new things. There was like 50 options from last week, and I'm going to share a few more with you this week as well too. But I'm going to put everyone into the wheel of names. And on Monday, I'm going to go live in the team page. And if you saw me do the Alavita, when I gave away the Alavita GHK eye cream, I just went live and everybody's name was in the wheel of names, and I just stopped it a few times until we got our, I think it was 5 winners for this. So for this, there's going to be 11 people. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So the first prize, whoever's name happens to be first on the wheel, when I spin that baby, you're going to win $1,000 cash. And second place is 500. Third, Jeremy's like, what is wrong with her? We're coming down to the end of the year. The accountant's screaming tax write-offs, and I'm having fun giving it away. So, second is 500, third is 250, fourth is 150, and then 6 of you will win $100 each. So again, it's just the wheel of names. You got to do it to even be entered. But chances are, there's 11. Maybe what if there's, 240 people love you again, or maybe there's 500 this time. I don't know. You only need to enter it one time. So anyway, that's our promo for this week. And again, you'll get that form on Sunday. All right, so let's chit chat a little bit here about social media, and let me move my little thing down. Some additional posts for this week. Okay, So when I ask for viral reach, that's what I'm looking at this week, is looking for the hooks, the problems, the emotional triggers, and then that solution. So remember, we're not, and you'll notice in these posts, I'm not mentioning LifeWave. I'm not mentioning X39. I'm not talking about diseases. I'm not talking about conditions. I don't need to. I want to stay out of compliance's radar, so I'm never going to do that, which is why you never see me post about that kind of stuff. I'm looking for what problems do people have, how can I emotionally connect to them, and what can I offer them as a valuable solution. So, and I don't think let me get rid of my little thing here real quick. Sorry, let me get rid of my this box down here. Video panel. There we go. Bye-bye. Okay, now I can do this without worrying about it covering everything up. All right, so I'm not going to read these to you because you're going to have this in a PDF that's going to be in the team page, but you can literally copy and paste these, and I'm going to show you something in a second how you can do that. But this is your hook, this is your body, and this is your clothes. Now, you can do this on a post on your Facebook. Or I'm going to show you how you can do this on a story and create a poll where they respond to. So just give me a minute because that's what I'm so excited about right now. I learned a new thing, how to mirror my phone, which could be really bad or really good. So right now I'm going to leave it unplugged so this phone blows up. So this is another example of sleeping, hook, body, and then the clothes, right? Now, here's the thing. I will have this for you guys as well too, which you don't see on here. So if you say on a post or on a story, comment sleep if you want to see what real rest feels like again, and they comment sleep, you're going, what do I do? Well, last week I did a presentation on sleep, and I talked about Silent Nights and Alavida and Eon. So you could take that 30-minute video off my YouTube, copy and paste it, and say, hey, watch this really quick video on how I can help with sleep. I mean, obviously it is 30 minutes. You could say fast forward to the end if you want to just hear about how this technology can help you. Or you could obviously share something like the product summary sheet that has the information on Silent Nights, Eon, Alavida, and how they're helping with that rest. So you have those options to use either PDFs or to use, obviously, ChatGPT. You could literally say, tell me how Eon, Alavida, and Silent Nights briefly. I always tell my ChatGPT briefly. I want briefly. Tell me how it can help with sleep. And then boom, it will give me this, and I copy and paste it right into that message. But you always want to end with a question. Remember last week we talked about that, ending with a question. So when you give them information, you want to end with a question. So then that way they come back and you could say something like, which one of these sounds like the best fit for you? Oh, well, I think I want all of them. Fantastic. We'll get you a 2-month supply set up. And that will be, $2.95 at our wholesale price. Boom, done. Obviously, the X39's not in there. I get it. We obviously want them to have that. We'll throw that on. It's only an extra $99. No worries. So you have your conversations with your people, right? But again, that is what the whole point is, for you to start having conversations and then you to blow up your upline's phone, because that's what we want. We want you, I promise you, we want you to blow up our phones and ask us, what do I say? How do I do? Can we get on a 3-way call? Can you help me close the deal? Can you help me help this person? Remember, we talked about that. So that is really important, that you are utilizing us to help you. I was on the boat on Saturday and Dr. Cindy's texting me, oh my gosh, this is what they're saying. What do I do? How do I do it? How can you help? So I'm texting her back information. She's with her mom. I'm with my mom. It's we're here to help you guys. That's what we're here for. So just some, again, different options, different, you don't have, obviously not use these graphics. We talked about that last week, and I'm going to show you one here in a second. Pick people, real people that you know yourself, or maybe real things that you take pictures of, because the algorithms don't know new. They know Google, graphics or fake stuff that anybody could copy off of the internet, which I'm not saying this is not, bad, but what if you took real before and after pictures of us? We have before and after pictures of us, those of us that have been patching for months and for years. So you don't have to use an AI generated. You could use us. Ask your upline, where's your before and after picture? And use that in this post for anti-aging. So these are just a little bit different authority patterns. So looking at that is more of like the data, right? The proof hook, and then looking at that little short story or insight with a clear call again to engage without selling. So here's some different, and again, you can read through these, but when you look at these, they're going to have facts in them. And so these are data, this is data from clinical studies. So it's, or maybe from what they made up at this time. So not necessarily 100% because you didn't test 127 different wellness tools over the last 3 years. So you could change that and say, after, patching 45 people over the last 6 months, I found that, da, 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 okay? And so keep it relevant to you. Like for this, I would say I analyzed my biological age, and within 4 years, I am now 25 years younger than my chronological age. Fact, that's me. That's not you. Utilize your upline. Like Laura, for example, more than half, right? She's going to be 63 next month. And then her biological age is saying she is literally in her late 20s. So you could say, my friend Laura, or my friend Stacy, or my friend Leah, or my friend Alicia, my friend Jody, use your upline. My friend Cindy, or Charlene, or Gary, whoever, use us. And then that can be your little hook right there. Okay. So wrapping it up here with this, I just wanted to show you some, again, examples, and this is going to be in the team page, so do not worry about that. But here's the fun thing I want to show you. This is what's so cool. Okay, so let's mirror here, and I want to show you, and then we'll do some questions. Type. Nope, I don't want to import. Won't it be great? Like, wouldn't it be great if the computer just did what I told it to do instead of me actually like having to type to do it? Type! Pull it up. Okay. So this is my phone. Okay, are we ready for this? So let's go to Facebook. You guys see this okay? I can't see you, so I got rid of the video thing. Let's see if I can put the video thing.
Yes, we can see.
Thank you so much. Okay, there we go. Okay, fantastic. All right, so this is my Facebook. So I am on my phone, but it's mirroring to my computer because I want you to see this. So this was a story I did earlier today. This was a story I did earlier today. Tony and I went to that networking event, like I said, in person. You can see here there are 70 people that have seen it. So I can go down through and see, who is not in LifeWave? Looking down through, a lot of these are. And then I could see if I can find someone. Okay. And then this is what. So this is Sarah. She and I haven't seen each other in a while. She moved away. And so we typically text, but we used to do networking events and things like that together. So see how up here it shows the picture? This tells me that she tells her that I have seen this, that she's seen my story. And so then I just send that and then poof, right there. Okay? So this is what you do when you go to this. This is a picture of Tony, who I was at the networking event with today. Obviously, a different picture. Nope, go back. How does it go? How does it go? No, I do it on my phone. Sorry. Let me hold my phone so it stays. So this is one I created earlier. Okay, so this is Tony, picture of her sitting there, patch on the back of her neck. I'm going to show you, this is one of the slides on the PowerPoint I just showed you, but I'm going to show you how I made this on my phone from that PDF, copy and pasting. I'm a copy paste person. Okay, so you can't do this much on your desktop on your story. I tried, it only lets you put like one little block of words or 2 blocks of words. I can't get a poll or anything else or a crazy weird emoji or any of that stuff. So what happens here is send me your reset plan. And so they hit yes or no. Like send it to me, yes. So what's the reset plan? Well, this post is about staying balanced and calm and centered. That's your X39, your Eon, right? What's your reset plan? So if they say yes, you say, oh, so excited to send you my reset plan. This is what I've been using for X amount of months or years, whatever. And this helps me stay calm, centered, and focused. And then you go to your chat GPT and you type in, how does X39 and Eon keep me calm, centered, and focused? Right? And then poof, there's your answer. So let me show you here. So on my phone, I have a files tab. Okay, which if you have iPhone, you have this. If you have Android, I can't help you. Sorry, you're on your own. But if you look at this is literally the PowerPoint I just shared with you right here. It's on my phone, PDF, and the files tab. So let's say I wanted to do something with energy. Let me see. I just did the hormone roller coaster, sleep. Okay, let's just do this. Burnout, energy, and crash. Okay, so what I can do is I can take this, and you see how I'm copy and pasting? Copy. Okay, and then I'm going to go to my story, and then I'm going to add a story. All right, bear with me here. Okay, this is Stacy's 70,000 photos on her camera roll. And so I'm going to go back through. I've got a bunch of pictures of people that I just had saved for some. I don't even know where I got them. Here we go. Look at all these. The ones that have the. Okay, so let's do this one. Okay, so I'm going to make that a little bit smaller so I have room to type. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to paste it in there. Okay, and so I can change the, I can change all the things about it. Anything I want it to do color-wise, I can change color. I want to highlight behind that because you can't really see it that well. So this is kind of like my thing here. You ever feel like this? Da, 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 da. She's at a pool. She's chilling. She's relaxing. I look at my body. So how much of this do I want to share? I decide. So when you can do the whole thing, like let's just say I did the whole thing and I came here and I did this, copy and paste. And you may think this is way too much, but you'll see that it takes me minimal amounts of time to do this. And again, it doesn't have to look just like this, but giving you an idea. All right, so it's wanting you to drop, something below or comment. You could say comment this below or comment this if you're ready to feel alive again. So let's just see how I can play with this in here. Oh, it wants to stop there. Okay. And let me play with it in here and see if it did the whole thing. Drop a blank. And some of you may already know how to do this a lot better than I am, but that's just where I'm at today. Copy. Copy. If you go too far on this, on some of this, it won't let you do it for some reason. You have to like add a letter. That's what I did earlier. Okay. Leah. There we go. Leah's like, get it together over there. All right, drop a blank below if you're ready to feel alive again. Okay, so here's my words. Okay, so here's my words. So here's what I want to do. I don't want them all to look like this. So I go back and I'm like, let me change a little color to that. Or let me make it more like this. Okay, so here's my main thing. I don't really need her hair so much, but I really want him to see the patch. So I can kind of do this, maybe move this around. Because what people will do is they'll look at your story and they'll hold their finger down on it like I have to make it stay. And then they'll go back and they'll look at it again to read the words because people want to read what it says. I promise you, they do. You may think this is not worth it. No one's going to pay attention. They really do because they inbox me when they see all these different words. So then this whole thing is about being tired, being exhausted, being worn out. So instead of drop a lightning bolt if you're ready to feel alive again, you could do another poll. Or you could say like this. I could even do a little return inbox me if you're ready to feel alive again. Okay. And then I can go up here. Look how fun this is. And I can do a sticker. There we go. So exhausted. We could do tired like this. Do a little one of these things. You could add that into it. Okay. So then I hit share and it's going to my Facebook. And I just do this until it refreshes. Here's Angela. We're going to be in Nashville in a couple days. All right, then I look back at my story. And here we go. Here we go. And here we go. Okay, so there it is. It's live. So then I can click through my stories and I can go back to this one again. Look, there's already 7 viewers. This girl right here saw my story last night. Look, this was, you can't see it here right now. Like right here, you can't see it, but see how you replied to your story? Last night, she had replied to one of mine. Well, see, last night she saw one of my stories. And so I said, hey, I noticed you were blah, 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 blah. This is what I said to her. If you like, I can send you more info on how this works and its benefits. She didn't respond. So for this one, I can say,
And she hasn't seen it yet, so just FYI on that.
yep. Yeah, if she sees it, you're going to be able, it won't say sent 1 day ago. So I just put feeling exhausted some days too. There you go. So this is how you can kind of create inner, dialogue with people. You don't have to have like these long drawn out things, but what you can do is again, use this PDF, which is right here. It's in PDF form and you can use this. And if you want to do it as post, then you can easily just copy and paste this stuff right here, just like this. Copy. I could go right to my Facebook. And I could come to my page and get that back up there. Oh, I hate it when it does this. There we go. Give me what I want. And I could go right here to my page and I could just start. I would want to put a picture on there, but I could do this right here and then I could just copy and paste it to my Facebook page. So I was doing this one. I could come here to the secret, copy. And again, you may be like, this is too much work. I'm not interested in that. Totally fine. But I think a lot of you found last week, oh, wow, this could open doors. And again, you're just copying and pasting. And then you put a picture with it. Maybe of your bed. I loved it. Somebody sent me, I think it was Rita, sent me a picture of Alavita and something else on her bed. She was changing her sheets and it was just on her mattress. And she goes, I'm going to post this. I'm like, I love it. That's something different, right? People don't typically do that. So you would add a picture here to it. And then you could post this right here. And then they just comment sleep. And when they comment sleep, then you send them a private message off of the feed. Okay. All right. So with that being said, I know I just shared quite a few things. Let me ask you guys to unmute if you want to. Obviously, if you don't want to say anything, please stay muted. But I would love to be able to answer any questions that you guys have or thoughts or anything at all on what I just shared with social media.
Hey, Stacy.
Yes.
Yeah, I just want to say that I really love the fact that you shared on your desktop how you're actually doing it, because a lot of people on our team don't know how to do this. And this level of instruction really helps them start to get an idea. It's like, okay, this is something that they can do. And the more you do it, the easier it gets. And it does become fun. But then there is a little system, like you said, where you can see everybody who's seen it. And then anybody who comments on your story, that goes automatically to your Facebook Messenger. It doesn't go to comments to the public. A lot of people don't know that. So I want to encourage you to do more trainings like this, because it's like, oh, I wish every single person on my team watched this today.
Well, good thing I'll have the replay up in 2.5 seconds after we're done.
I know. Thank you.
Well, that's the thing. After last week, I'm like, I have it on my phone here and I'm trying to show you holding it up. But I mean, it really is. When you do it a few times, it's like that. Remember, last week I talked about Sudoku for your brain. I'm like, no, okay, we're not going to do that anymore. We're going to learn AI and we're going to work with this and we're going to work with our social media and we're going to, do other things to challenge our brain to keep us young and youthful. You can still do Sudoku if you want to, but I think this would be a lot more fun and you could help a lot more people in the process. You're not helping anyone except for yourself if you're doing Sudoku. But doing these stories are fun. You can play around with it. You can do different emojis. You can tag people. Like I said, you can do polls. And so, yeah, it may take some learning in the beginning, but that's what we're here for, to learn and to help you practice. Mary Kay?
Hi. Not to throw a kink in the wheel here, but I know I'm not the only person who has an Android phone. If there's any way we could find someone who could do a training on how to do some of this stuff with an Android, I would really appreciate it. Because I've been on an Android for years. I really have no desire to get an iPhone. But
And I
anyway,
You can do it
understand
on
that.
Android.
Yeah,
and I
I'll do it.
understand.
Yeah,
Lillian
I'll
is
do it.
an Android. So Lillian, you know how to do all this. Will you do maybe like a recorded video and then we can post it and share it of you screen sharing on your Android?
Okay, we'll do that.
Would you care to do that?
Sure, I'll do it. No problem.
That will be great. Where will it be shared?
We'll put it on the Millionaire Patching Rockstar page on a team page.
Okay, I'll write it down.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah, Lillian's the queen of Android. She has an Android, and so does Tina. Tina and
Yeah.
Lillian, they're both presidential directors on our team, and they both have, I just saw you down there on the bottom box, Tina. They both have Androids and they both have iPhones. So they do
Yeah.
both proficiently. They both were Android pre-LifeWave, and I said, get iPhones now.
And I did, yeah.
So, like, we need to be able to communicate as leaders, and it gets really hard when you've got those green people coming in and it doesn't work right in like text messages and stuff groups. So I love them for getting iPhones and working with it and learning and stepping out of their comfort zones to learn it. But they can definitely, Tina, if you want to do a training too, if you're interested, no, she's like, nope. Okay, but if you do happen to want to do, no, I don't mean live training. I mean like just record something. But Lillian, I know you're good at that with YouTube and all the stuff. So yeah, that would be fantastic. Thank you guys. Zara and Jeremy?
Oh, I just want to say thank you. Last week, Jeremy did his story for the first time. He's never done a story, so he really got out of his comfort zone. He was doing it at the deer lease and sending me his screenshots. So I just want to thank you. He really stepped out and did his own post last week. So that's great.
If I can do it, anybody can do it.
Yeah, that's the point. If he can do it, he's computer illiterate, anybody can do it.
I love it. I love it. And you can start basic. You don't, just like you saw me post the picture with Tony and I today, and I just had the little, I tagged her and I tagged our location, and I just had the little GIF that said girl time. You can just start basic. You don't have to do like all the copy and paste and all the stuff. But remember, posts don't get as much traction views as the stories do. And the stories, again, you can see who sees them and do that little inbox thing, and you're private messaging them. And then you've got a conversation starter because they saw that baby. They had to choose to click on it. When they scroll through your stuff in the news feed, that's a choice whether or not they actually like it or comment on it. And most of the times they don't. So thank you guys.
Jeremy, I expect to see a 10-point buck on November 1st, buddy.
I'm shooting for
He actually got probably 100 more responses than I did, or views on his, and a lot more responses than I did. So I told him he's going to continue.
I love that. You could take that buck, and then once it's laying there next to you, you could put a patch on his little forehead and say, darn it, didn't save him today, but we tried. That would be a fun one, Jeremy. That would be a fun one. Yeah.
That would be.
Yeah.
He did put one on the side of his neck with his gun going to the deer stand, so, or something. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, and I saw Kathy had her husband walking with his gun slinged over his shoulder with no shirt on and his ball cap walking out into the woods the other day on hers. I was like, oh, that's priceless. I love that. He probably had no clue it even happened. So
No kidding.
I love it. Thanks, guys. All right, Judy.
I know I'm very novice at this Facebook thing, but in posting on my story, I had all those things posted on one of the stories that I posted, and it didn't, I didn't do something to make it stay there because when it got there, there was no writing on it at all. And I had done it. So, do you have any idea what could happen? I mean, is there a process? And now that we're talking, I'm thinking maybe I need to go to YouTube and say, how do you post on Facebook? And there's probably a video about it.
Well, just go back to watching this again because I went exactly through touching where you post, where you bring up the part to bring, get the story part up. I
Uh-huh.
did the, put the picture into it.
Okay.
I did put the text into it. I hit done and then I hit share. So go back to
Okay.
watch this part again. I don't know that you need to go to YouTube. I mean, you can, but
Yeah.
you can't mess up if you follow the exact steps that I just showed you on my screen share.
Okay. And so this is going to be posted on YouTube on your channel.
Not on YouTube. I don't do my business
Oh,
training
that's right.
public. It's going to be in the team page.
In the team page. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Tina?
This isn't so much a question, but an acknowledgement. I am just so tickled. I have quite a few senior citizens on my team, and I have a special affinity for seniors. Some of them are 70, 80, 84. They didn't even have a Facebook page 2 weeks ago. And one of my brand partners figured out how to get a Facebook page. Another person with zero skills couldn't get on Facebook. I said, well, you know what? You can do Instagram. So he did Instagram. So I just want to say, now there was some crying because some people couldn't figure out how to do the jot form. And we need a training for jot form. But anyways, I just want to say thank you, Dr. Stacy, for being so generous with your team. What a great example because it caused me, because, like 2 weeks ago when we did the gift card, there wasn't a second training. I didn't know Marcy got canceled. So I called Charlene. I said, Charlene, let's create a training. Then there was some people were like, I missed out on that. Can you create another training? Yes. So this has caused me as a brand partner to stretch as a leader. And I have people who I am not doing social media. They're like, I want that free X30 $950 value patch. I am going to figure it out. So, anyways, they've gotten other family members involved. And so now I have Mary Jane's daughter. She's in the picture there, the little cute redhead there. She's 80 years old, and she wound up doing 4 posts last week and writing stories. She'd never done that before in her whole life. So applaud Mary Jane, way better. Send her love. Anyways, I just want to say thank you, Dr. Stacy. I'm so glad the Lord has blessed you abundantly, and then you share the wealth with us.
Well, thank you, Tina. I appreciate that. Like, I just whatever drops in, I just roll with it. So that's the way I work. Whatever God drops into my heart and my soul and my mind and just whatever I can do to help educate, teach, train, and support you guys is obviously my focus, my purpose, my reason for being here. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, any other questions? I've answered a few that were in the chat, but any other questions you guys have? So remember, it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You're going to get the form on Sunday. It'll be in the page. Your upline managers, everybody and above will have it on Sunday. I'll text it out. I can schedule on Project Broadcast today for it to go out on Sunday morning, first thing. I won't do first thing. People don't like when they get first thing texts on Sunday morning. But I try to be respectful of the time zone. But just know that I'll put it in the team page like on Saturday evening-ish and be able to let you guys have access to upload Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then I'll have you in the wheel. Everybody's name's in the wheel on Monday. So you'll only upload one time, all 4 pictures. So it'll be easy to copy and paste from that Excel spreadsheet. and drop it in the wheel, and I'll go live in the team page on Monday, and you guys will be able to see live whoever's going to win. It's $2,500 worth of cash, and depending on where you live, I can do a PayPal, Venmo. I can give it to you in person if you're local here. I have cash in the drawer. We can just go have coffee and I can give you cash. Or I can send you like a Visa or MasterCard like last time a couple weeks ago when we sent out the MasterCards. I can always do that if you prefer like a gift card kind of thing too. So, or Zelle, whatever works. And then here's the last thing I'm going to share with you guys. So next Wednesday, we're going to culminate everything that we've done over the last 6 weeks. All the messaging, all the in-person events we've done, all the patching we've done, all the online stuff we've done, all the stuff we've done, social media, all of it. We're next Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. We are going to have one big, massive patching party, wellness webinar, whatever you want to call it. And I'll create an invite, or you can create your own invites. It will be here, 8 p.m. And I will be giving away, I'll have to check in my cabinet over there. I have at least 15, maybe more, free, sleeves of supportive patches. These will be given away to the guest. So what will happen is my incredible co-host SPDs that always are so willing to help out will be grabbing names of guests as they come into the chat. We'll be asking the guests to drop their name and who invited them, and they'll be throwing them into the wheel. And so then at the end of the presentation, so I'll give some information. Where's Jeremy and Zara? Jeremy, I'm definitely going to want you to share your personal story next Wednesday if you're available at 8 Eastern. So I'll share a little bit of information. We'll have Jeremy, we'll have a couple others that share their testimonials, quick 2-3 minute testimonials. We're not going to do Q&A, so we'll focus heavy on like 10 minutes product information, and then we'll do the rest, maybe 10-12 minutes on 15 minutes on testimonials, and then we'll spin that wheel because it's going to take a little bit of time. But here's the kicker: your guests have to be on time. This is not a come in at 7 or 8:15 when we're done talking about the product and I want to get a free chance at a free sleeve. So the whole thing is to be on time. So we're going to open it up 15 minutes early so they can be sitting there waiting because they want the chance at the free patches. And that wheel will be spinning, and we'll give away at least 15, 20 free sleeves of supportive patches. So then your people are going to need to contact you immediately, right? And give you their name and their address. And then you'll shoot that to me in a messenger, right? We can all be connected on Messenger or text. You guys, have access to that with me. So you're going to shoot me that information. I'll drop them in the mail before I head out to Newport Beach for the weekend for the elite trip. So that's how we're going to culminate before we go to conference, is pulling all these people we've patched, talked to, invited, worked with over the last 6 weeks to one big, massive flippin' patching party. How's that sound? Yes, perfect. All right. So yes, Leah, your guest needs to be in by 8:05 Eastern. So we'll give them like 5 minutes to get everybody in, and then we'll just cut it. My co-host won't be allowing anybody in after that. So then that way the guest, they know, and Laura, they're like sticklers when it comes to this stuff, right? They're kicking people out all the time if they don't belong. So they will cut it 8:05, and everybody that's there has the opportunity to have a chance to win a free sleeve of a supportive patch of whatever. I have the box right over there, and like I said, I've got 15, maybe 20 different supportive patches, and I'm just going to give them all away to all the guests. Okay? How's that sound? You guys good? Good. Okay. And then we're going to go to conference.
Stephanie's got a question, Stacy.
Oh, she does? Oh, sorry, Stephanie. Go ahead.
That's okay. Could you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Someone had asked in the chat about how you get that chat with LifeWave, kind of, how you just put it in there. So I don't know if people know about that. I don't know if you want to share that or whatever.
So the LifeWave AI assistant. So James is the one that created that with Cindy. So Cindy Johnson is one of our senior presidential directors. And James, we met in Austin last year, just a little over a year ago. So his phone number is, and I'll put this in the chat, 514 4874.
He's
And
amazing.
yeah, James is incredible. And you just send him a text, or I'm going to give you his email if you like to email, or you can call him and just tell him, hey, I'm working with Dr. Stacy's group and I'm interested in getting an AI LifeWave assistant. And you have to have ChatGPT. So you have to have that account yourself. If you don't have one, just get that before you even call him. And then he can connect our custom built with LifeWave's clinical studies, data, facts to your ChatGPT. So you would go to ChatGPT on your computer, or it's an app on your phone. I'm not going to share that, but here's my ChatGPT. And so I can go to, this is my chat. See how it says ChatGPT 5? Here's Sam. She is my LifeWave AI assistant. And so I have the ability then to ask her anything. So earlier when I was like, what patches can help with weight loss? And why? So you become really good question askers. The more that you can question and prompt your AI, the specifics, the better. Or you can be vague and whatever. So this is why this is life changing. And so you just can copy and paste that. And then it'll always ask you at the end, let me know if you need a protocol, sequencing, acupuncture points, or making language tailored for your team. So it asks you if you want to do something. So you could say, can you create a PDF with this? And it'll tell you if it can create a PDF. Regular ChatGPT I know can. I'm not for sure. I don't ever do PDFs with my assistant, so I don't know. Maybe she does, maybe she doesn't. But you can also ask, like earlier when I was talking about the PCOS and weight loss, I said, create me a PDF, and create me a graphic, and it spit out a graphic really fast. See right here, PCOS, weight loss. Like I really don't make this stuff up. So it just kind of pops out whatever. Okay, stop analyzing. Work. It's like, I don't know if I can or not. What? Or I could say, oh, there you go. Now you've got it. Okay, yeah, sometimes she takes a minute. So let's see if this actually opens up one. Huh, look at that. There you go. There's your PDF. So you could save this to your desktop. There you go. Now I have a PDF for patches for weight loss support. And these are the ones that they recommend. So that's how it works, just really quickly giving you answers, and then you just kind of go from there. Or I could say, tell me how X39 and X49 support weight loss. If I can type. And then it's going to pull study information. That's what the database it's pulling from. So not Google or some random whatever. It pulls from clinical studies. That's what it's been fed. Your assistant has been fed the studies. ChatGPT has not. ChatGPT has lots of access and more information about them because those of us that have been using this for a year, it's all connected to ChatGPT. So ChatGPT's gotten a lot better about only giving us the correct information because we demand it. And because of this connection, it's better at not giving false information where in the past it has. So here you go. This is how X39 and X49 are going to support weight loss. And so if you just wanted to give you X39 and Eon.
And Louise, the free version is not going to be able to support the system that James will provide you. You're going to have
It's
to
$20 a month.
beef it up. You have to beef it up just a little bit.
So here's how X39 and Eon works for weight loss. So you can just copy and paste this for someone. You can ask how X39 and Eon work for anything and everything. Here, perimenopause, health balance. Let's see, LifeWave patch effects, X39 versus Alavita, health concerns.
You know, the biggest mistake I make is that I'm doing so many things that I ask it to do something and it does it in the same file that I have something else, right? So it doesn't label them individually on my side. And so when I go back to find it again, I'm like, oh my gosh, what was I talking about before I even asked her that question?
Really, mine keeps everything separate. Like I can go down here and I'll say, take me back to where we were, because we're talking, okay, about PCOS. Oops, that said PROS.
No, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
That's what I do to it.
Yeah.
I do it all the time. Take me back to this.
Yeah.
On the pricing too, you guys, you're going to pay $20 a month for ChatGPT. You're going to pay James $200+ to set it up, and then it's going to be $25 a month James is going to charge. Keep in mind, this is all tax deductible.
And it's
You're
worth
investing in your
every
business.
penny.
Yeah.
And it may not be something that it's for you right now, but maybe it's something you get down the road. I don't know. Again, we're not trying to get you to just buy. Obviously, we don't have any input in any of this. And so as far as like, James is not with LifeWave. He doesn't pay us. We don't have anything to do with him. And same thing with, all this stuff. Like there are tools out there that you can use if it serves you. If it doesn't, then go to your local coffee shops and meet with people in person. Set up your tables and do your vendor events. You got to do what works best for you. Yeah. So please don't think we're sitting here trying to make you go buy more programs, buy more tools, buy more this. It's confusing that you don't use at all. We use these. And of course, this AI was new to us a few years ago too. Trey used it all through high school. Though it was crazy. I didn't even know ChatGPT existed. He's like, oh yeah, we'd put information in ChatGPT and then we'd give it to Quillbot and tell Quillbot to make sure it wasn't plagiarism, and then we turn in the paper. And I'm like, I didn't even.
Oh my God.
I know. I'm like, I didn't even know. He told me this after he graduated. And I'm like, I didn't even know that existed. He goes, oh, we used AI all through high school.
Amazing the things you find out after they
Right?
graduate.
I'm like, I didn't know it was existing, but I've been using it obviously for the last solid 2.5 years for different reasons. But it's just now becoming more and more accessible and more available for us. And there's more tools out there to use. But again, bring it down. What's my focus? You have upline support. We're here to help you. If you want to know what patches help with weight loss, we can tell you in 2.5 seconds, because all we do is copy your message and paste it into our AI, and we copy and paste it back to you. Where before we were voice messaging or we were typing for 5 million years to give you the answers because we have them in our brain, right? We've listened to David for years. We've studied all the stuff, right? We know all of it. But now we can just save ourselves time and we can help you more efficiently and give you more information because of the tools that we have and that we work with and that we've mastered. And I've not mastered all of AI, don't get me wrong. I'm learning new AI tools every day. Did you guys see this? I know we're going way over, but did you guys, I swear we were posted. I did last 2 weeks. I was done at 8:30 and then I was like, oh, questions. And then here we go. But did you guys see now I speak Spanish and Bulgarian? I can actually speak 170 languages fluently. So we have a new AI program. And we literally can take any of my YouTube videos, or even Laura speaks Bulgarian now too, because she was on. Trey typed in the YouTube studio. He typed in, I said, give me all my shorts on GHK. I didn't even know you could search them that way. And it popped up like 20 different shorts where I referenced GHKCU. And I said, now go make them all Spanish and make them all Bulgarian and put them in playlist on my YouTube channel. Done. And now I speak fluent, and my words, I'm an avatar of literally my mouth moves in these languages.
It's amazing.
It's crazy. So if you
Did you hear back from them? Did you hear back from them?
No, I have not. I haven't. No, and Trey did it too. It's fine. But again, that's another tool. Yes, it costs money. I'm not telling you to go do it. But if there's a video you want in a language you want, tell me. I'll have Trey drop it in our program and it'll spit it right out. And you can have any video you want of mine or anybody else's in any language. Just give me the link and I can drop it in there. If you want to hear David speak Portuguese or you want to hear David speak Chinese, I can have Trey drop those videos in there. but I would recommend you have, people to send it to, not just randomly wasting time. So there's lots of great things we can do to help you guys. And honestly, again, at the end of the day, it's just about helping you to be able to help more people, to give you more tools and resources to be able to help more people. So anyway, with that being said, yes, I can talk Dutch. Give me the word. Is it Dutch? Is that the language? Is it Dutch? Is that the language? Yes.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
I think it's, yeah.
Well, I think I messed up on one of them. I gave Lori some other thing in another language, and I thought it was Dutch. I don't know, Holland, something like that. Anyways, just send me, Holland. Send me exactly what language it is and what video you want or videos you want, and then I'll just have Trey drop them in. It's 170 languages I can speak now. I've always wanted to be multilingual, but now I really am. I just wish I understood what the heck I was saying. Anyway, all right, you guys. Well, have a good evening. I'll see you guys online.